I know I did a video on this, but I decided to do a part 2 as well because I didn't go into detail for X-Men First Class cast as well and the original idea that Matthew Vaughn originally wanted. Now, originally, after the success of X-Men First Class, Matthew Vaughn originally wanted it to take place during the assassination of JFK, which I did mention in my other video, but I wanted to mention here because originally he was supposed to direct X-Men First Class 2, that's how it was called, but he decided to drop out, which I'm glad that Bryan Singer did take over because I love the first two X-Men movies, X-Men and X2, X-Men United. Another thing is I heard that James Marsden, who played as Cyclops in the first three X-Men, is not returning. I hope he returns in future sequels, mainly because he was pretty good as Cyclops, and the thing is, he was always shafted in the other movies, and in the comics, he's the leader, basically. But I hope they bring him back, and since they're fixing the continuity from X-Men 3, The Last Stand, they could have the idea of him coming back, or they could even have him in a cameo at the end of the movie, like as a Easter egg. And I heard, after they make X-Men Days of Future Past, I heard they're going to do the storyline about Apocalypse, which seems really, really interesting. And I hope they do it. I really do. Like the geek in me is really making me excited about that. Not only because he's the most powerful villain in the X-Men universe, but mainly because what I like about him is the fact that if you ever watched X-Men Evolution, the cartoon series, which is one of my favorite Marvel animated shows, back in like 2003, 2004, they all went to Egypt. Now in the comics, they went. It was the X-Men and the Brotherhood all teaming up to go against Apocalypse, which happened right after Days of Future Past, and it was a much more bigger storyline. And what makes this really cool is the fact that if they get all the cast members from the first three X-Men and just go against Apocalypse, and also Sinister, who was another assistant of Apocalypse, and the Apocalypse storyline is as big as Days of Future Past, and I hope they do that, and that would be kind of like in an X-Men 5, or if you want to do it. And what I like about the X-Men Days of Future Past is mainly because it's a sequel to X-Men First Class, but also a sequel to all three of the first three X-Men movies. Well, if you count the Wolverine, because the Wolverine took place after X-Men 3: The Last Stand. And, I'm really excited to see this, and I hope it does really well, and I know it will. And I saw a couple set photos for the upcoming movie, and what I like about it is, in one of the set photos, Hugh Jackman is actually wearing the jacket that you see in this comic cover right here in front of the screen, and that makes me geek out a lot, and it's going to be awesome. And I wanted to give a few updates about that, and mainly, it's just one of those things I'm really excited for, and I'll give my updates on the upcoming The Avengers Age of Ultron in my next video. But, I had to do a part 2 because I didn't get a chance to mention that, and I wanted to, explain that, and I hope they do that really well, which I know it will, because Bryan Singer is a very good director, and he made the first two X-Men movies really successful. And this will be kind of like the X-Men 3 that we should have gone back in 2006. You come to think about it, they're just ignoring X-Men Origins Wolverine and X-Men The Last Stand. So I hope this movie will be really good, which it will. I can't wait to see it for next year for the summer of 2014. I'm really excited to see X-Men Days of Future Past.